Right?
The only thing that I have to report tonight is that Rich Huff, Walworth County Public Works Director, met with local residents along the dam, along Highway J, and discussed the program of brush removal. That happened this morning. We have the results of that meeting today. Our next scheduled meeting is May 3rd at 5:30. Here at the Grove.
All right, thank you. Recycling committee report, John Murphy.
Yes, the recycling annual report and application was submitted by May 2nd. And actually, we got that in on May 22nd. So we were good ahead on that. And also just tonight, I received a news release from the DNR survey, which finds that more households are recycling or reusing unwanted electronics. And so that's kind of an encouraging thing. And it's quite a thick little document here from them. So that's really all I have.
And our first e-cycle event here is Saturday, May 7th.
May 7th.
May 7th, 9 to 2.
9 to 2.
Yeah, me too. And most of the things don't have a charge, but I think those big screens got a charge or no charge. Nothing.
Okay.
Oh, most places they charge for those big screens.
John, if you wanna stop and
Yeah.
Okay. Library report, anything?
Yes, the library board minutes from March 15th, and Director Gartman's retirement open house was held March 28th, and thank you to those who attended. Number 2, the summer reading program for children, teens, and adults is again being planned. And number 3, the summer programs will also continue this summer. Number 4, the preschool reading continues to flourish with newer patrons and their children starting to attend more often. And the library board meets again tomorrow night. That's all I have there.
Okay, very good. All right, communications committee report, Michelle.
Yes, so, we are making good progress. We are ready, we have the proposal for the new website. I will go through some of the options, but I understand we'll have to vote on actual signature and execution of that at the next meeting.
Okay. You're staying with the same one with me last
Yep,
time?
so let me go through some of the details. You'll recall, we had a budget of $5,000 for the website. The current proposal comes in for, the new website setup and 1 year of hosting, maintenance, support, and, domain name at $1,834. So we're well under budget. There are some other options we can consider. There is an option for online payments and forms. And I'm meeting with the staff on Thursday to talk through that option and where it could be used and how much it would be used at 2:30 on Thursday. Yes, I see you're here. So, and so for that new website design, they estimate it could take about anywhere, some instances, if you're really rushed, 4 to 8 weeks to implement it. Obviously, they'll be dependent on our content being available. And it also includes software updates with our agreement. It includes a new website design every 3 years. So we're not always kind of behind the 8 ball on updates. There will be periodic software updates pushed to us as well. One even this year, they already talked about later this year that you can schedule postings ahead of time, so you can know, like, on the 4th of July, we need to put something out about the boat launch or fireworks or something. You can load it like now, And then you can load on Thanksgiving, we need to put this out, that we're gonna be closed, and garbage will be delayed, or, and you can put scheduled things. So that's just an example of the updates that are continuous, that are included with our package. They do free training, they'll do at least 2 Zoom sessions training, plus there's a library of online videos and training manuals that you can refer to at any time. They do daily backups. I learned something new, that websites are also subject to ADA compliance, and they do meet those requirements for visual impairments or things like that. They can, if you click on the icon in the top for the ADA compliance, you can choose your font size or your color schemes if you have issues with seeing colors. And then the next time you log in, it'll remember your choices as well. So that was something I learned that I didn't know applied to websites. They will assign an account manager and a project manager to us for the implementation, and they do also offer an email service, but at an expense. I don't think right now that's something that we would implement, but something to keep in, for future reference, if we have like an IT department or something, some people to manage that. And then, like I said, there are the options for it's called the HeyGov Pay app. An example they talked about was dog license or permits or things like that. You could pay online. I know we already take like the police and court payments online through a different system. And then there's also probably one thing that we do want to implement is just $99 a year for an advanced search feature. So when people go on the website, the search will even search the PDF attachments as long as they're attached to searchable PDF. So people, when we get the meeting minutes and agenda packets and things like that up there, that's probably an option that we wanted to take advantage of. And then we can also, like I said, there's a monthly hosting fee of approximately $630
A month? Or
a year.
year?
Yeah. So, did I say monthly? Sorry. The annual fee is about $630, and depending on how we do on the video equipment, we can prepay that for the full 3-year agreement, since we are significantly under budget. Or I think it's already been part of our annual expenses.
Yeah, it's budgeted under the coach budget.
Yeah. So we will wanna vote on that next month, so we can sign off on that agreement and get things started. We'll wanna authorize that. And then we started gathering options for the video equipment. So John, just a few more months, please. Thank you for recording the meetings.
No problem.
But basically, we took the equipment that the village has, and we're looking at very closely mimicking that. Some things with that, they gave each of their board members an iPad, for all of their official town, work. We have looked at Chromebooks, but I think we would need to develop a policy about those devices. And potentially it would include maybe the planning commissioner as well, because we talked about broadcasting those meetings as well. So that's one thing that we're gonna have to work. I reached out to Jim, and he didn't really have any kind of template as far as security and returning, then we'd have to serialize all of the devices and things like that. So that will kind of have to put together a draft of what we would suggest for the town. And then we're looking into maybe, instead of having TV monitors for here on site, maybe having a smart board, which would be a little bit bigger and more accessible or more visual for the planning commission meetings, because it's a lot bigger. So I have reached out to the school district to see how they use smart boards and if they have any used ones that they're ready for resale. As part of that, and then basically we're looking at 3 options when we talk about video recording. Either like record the meetings and then post it later through a town YouTube channel, which eventually they'll go there anyway, or the option of having it live streaming without outside participation. And then the third option is live streaming with outside participation, which is quite complicated. When we talked to the village, they said, yeah, they had to have one person dedicated to that, cause people would have to like raise their hand online and then you'd have to acknowledge them, and so it did require a dedicated person for that, and so.
Is there a way to put them onto the website? Like, could we have
We, I think there is a limit of how many videos can be on the website. So we thought for longer term storage, we would likely use a YouTube channel.
Cause that would be a nice, everything's in one spot.
Or it would at least be just a link. We would definitely have a link on our website page that people could just click to go to the video. Yeah, or the list of videos. So yeah, we're moving quickly on that as well. So the team is really, got great expertise. We're all learning a lot. Everyone is able to contribute in their own way. So lots of progress made, and next month we'll need to take action on that website so we can keep things moving.
So you basically got concurrent timelines on all three of these for the season, so one is not stopping the other. They're all kind of independent. Very good. Well done.
That's
All right,
my
very
report.
good, thank you. All right, planning commission report, and, I have to say, Pete, I'm gonna miss your detailed write-ups during